You can't do it anymore. And the value of money is leaving. Okay? The value of money is no more. This is how we really win. Because you think you can eat your way out of the pain. You can eat your way out of the stuff you're going through. You can sex your way out of it. You can buy beautiful women or beautiful men. You can buy gold. You can buy jewelry. You can buy cars to make yourself happy when you get down. You can buy weed. You can smoke weed for a million years. You know, you can do cocaine. You can do the best cocaine. You can get the best cocaine. You can do heroin. You know, whatever your vice is, you keep buying and buying and buying. And then when you look at your environment, you ain't even gonna want to do it no more. That's how bad it's gonna be. I don't know nobody want to get high when the world is going crazy. Anybody want to smoke some weed when the world is in chaos? Well, it's depending on what kind of weed smoker you are. I don't smoke weed anymore, but when I used to, I wanna smoke around people that's chill. I want to smoke around chill environments. I don't want to smoke around chaos and foolishness and craziness and crazy people and gang stalkers. So the time is coming where even vices don't make sense. Anybody doped up on cocaine? You want to do cocaine when there's gang stalkers outside? You might get too paranoid and kill somebody. See, it's a result of people. The conclusion really is it's a result of people leaving God out. That's what it is. They left God out of the picture, and now they're not going to be able to even enjoy their money. So no matter what they try to do to enjoy their lives, eventually what's going to catch up with them is the geographics, the environment. It's going to be so bad that, okay, you got money, but it's crazy. It's like having a handful of money and then chaos is all around you, people yelling and screaming. It's like, but you got money in your hand. You got money in your hand, but the world is going crazy. And I'm not saying this because I'm not rich. I'm saying this because this is reality. You got COVID-19. You got mass shootings all the time. This happened at least once a month. At this point, right? Mass shootings are, it's safe to say, every single month we're having a mass shooting, right? Every single month. It's just a matter of time, folks, for the environment to be consumed, which means you won't be able to enjoy any of the fruits of your labor, which is pretty sad. That's pretty sad. When you can't enjoy the fruits of your labor, you can't enjoy what you go out here and work for. But it's no way in the world, looking at the world of America, that you can say that you're going to be in your own little bubble and enjoying your own little world. How long is that going to last before some crazy people come and bother and badger your environment? The only way you're going to be able to keep badgering people away from your environment is through having the Holy Ghost in your life. If you don't have the Holy Ghost in your life, within you, like I do, if you don't have the Holy Ghost, if you're not baptized in the Holy Ghost, then you're gonna succumb to all the chaos that surrounds you and your money. It's just a matter of time. You don't know that? It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. That's all it is. And that's when people gonna go nuts. I can't stress this enough. That's when they're gonna go nuts. When they realize, oh my God, I can't even enjoy my money because of these crazy people. I go to a steakhouse, and somebody wants to fight and stab someone. The club scene been out, and it's a perfect example. I don't go to the clubs, but I'm gonna make an example for you. I'm gonna show you how, as far as according to your world, it's a good example for you. Okay, how long the black club scene been out? I'm talking about the old school one. I ain't talking about this new stuff, the stripper stuff. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the old school club where they used to listen to R&B in the club, not hip hop all the time. I'm talking about them kind of clubs, slow dancing club, where they listen to slow dance songs. How long that's been gone? Why is it gone? For people who know the culture, I'm gonna tell you why it's gone. Because people start going crazy, shooting out in the parking lot. In every great metropolis, they started shooting out in the parking lot. They started shooting in the clubs, and that whole club scene from the 80s, in the 90s, the slow dancing and all of that R&B club environments, all of that's gone. People that like that kind of environment don't even go to the club. They'll tell you that. I ain't going to the club, it's too crazy. I done heard people say that. And what is that telling you? People get out here and work. They can't, when they get their money on the weekend, they want to go out. They can't even do it. They've been shut that down. And who's to blame? The environment. The crazy people. Where people that get out here and work at the end of the weekend can't go out there and dance and just have good love fun. I'm not going to say it's godly. But according to your world, the things that you want to do, that you find to be relaxing and peaceful, all of that is leaving, and it's been happening. It's been happening. In the club scene, the R&B 80s club scene is the perfect example. Black people stopped going. And black people, the less scariest people there are. I know you think everybody else is tough and rough. But black people are the less scariest people there are. And they stopped going to the club. When black people stopped going to the club, things just changed. So that scene been gone for a long time, and it's been gone because of crazy environments, crazy geographics, which shows you right there where people can't even enjoy their money. They get paid, they can't even go nowhere. That's the first stage that's going to happen. That's already happening too. People go get money. They got to stay in the house. I'm already like that. What's the use of going out when there's crazy people out there? I'm not scared of them. Just like black people ain't really scared to go to the club. But why you want to go and then, something might happen, but then, you ain't going to be able to enjoy it. Somebody want to be tough. Somebody want to be bad. They want to do it on your time. They ain't man or woman enough to do it isolated from the rest of us. That's a 7. If you was bad, we wouldn't know nothing about it. That's a 7. Yeah, you try to impress people. If you was really bad, we wouldn't know nothing about what you did to people. How about that part? Ooh. Ow. Yeah, if you was real bad, we wouldn't know that you done bodied some people. Yeah, you want everybody to know because you part of the hip hop crew. Well, that's credibility. Yeah, you got some street cred. Why half of the rest of us don't want nobody to know. Oh, you got situations where people need to know you. God will take care of things. I'll put it like that. That's the right way to be. And he will let people know who you are through their destruction. Hey, you know why I ain't got no problems? You know why I ain't really got no problems? It's not so that I'm so tough. They know, you know what it is? They know that God is bringing them down and breaking them down. God is bringing them down and breaking them down. They're getting broke down by God. They know this. A fool can see this. That's why you ain't playing with me. You know why you ain't playing with me? Because God is bringing judgment on you. That's the truth. Oh, yeah. I'm like a spiritual bomb. Yeah. Try to detonate me. Try to take me out the planet, and everybody goes, boom. Oh, you didn't know that was going to happen? You didn't know that was the situation, did you? That's why ain't nobody playing no games with me. Yeah, but see, you got the white Americans. I got to be specific. You got these little white American gothic little guys. They think they're being evil. It ain't time to try to be evil, brother. Well, you ain't my brother. It ain't time to try to be evil. These the final times. The karma's coming back quicker. Everybody noticed that about 10 years ago, aisle 7. But you stuck in white culture when you don't know no better. Black people been recognized karma coming back quicker now. Boom. Oh, we've been recognized that as a culture. You in the white gothic culture, doing wild and crazy stuff. White girls going wild. White boys going wild. Yeah, we going wild with you. I'm going wild with you, buddy. I'm going wild with you. I'm just doing it God's way. Look at your country. You don't think I'm going wild? I ain't going wild. Look at your country. Yeah, I know you thought you knew me. You thought you had me sized up. If you had me sized up, why you out here begging for your life now? Hey, tell the truth and shame the devil. You out here begging for your life. Hey, you ain't told nobody that. Oh, you calling me king? Man, you only saying that to save your life. You ain't saying that because you believe it. If you believed it, then you would have put some money on it. Hey, the white Americans told me that. They ain't put no value on it. And it's true. They haven't. They saying all this king stuff, where's the value put on it? Where's the ring on it? That part. Where's the ring on it? Ain't no ring on it in it. We ain't listening to that. We ain't paying no attention to that, buddy. It's still forward march. We still advancing. That's the 7th hour. While you sitting around talking about king, begging for your life, in other words. In other words, please let us live. Hey, I ain't got nothing to do with it. See, what you don't understand is God has his own mind. Yeah, you see where this is going? Yeah, you could try to manipulate me, but you can't manipulate him. He's going to do what he wants to do. He might just don't like you. Oh, you don't think God is like that? He might not just like you. He might not like you no more. Just go ahead and take you out of here just because he don't like you. And then what you going to do, come cry to me? See, that's the sucker in you. When you here and you been an enemy, that's a 7. Yeah, you don't see me pulling up begging for somebody to stop doing what they're doing. You can keep doing what you're doing. I'm aware of all that you're doing. Do you see me begging? Do you see me asking for a truce? Because I'm not in high school. You go to war with a grown man that's in his 40s, which is a good sweet spot for a military man with a big career. I'm a spiritual man with a big military career, buddy. I'm in a real good sweet spot where I can get rid of you. Oh, yeah. That's why it's happening. Why you thought I was 20 years old. How am I 20 years old? I'm double the age of 20. You see what you're dealing with? Yeah, I've been here 40 years, 41 years. You better tell these folks that. Think you playing with a 20-year-old kid, buddy. I got a spiritual military career. I'll wipe you and your bloodline out while y'all eating chicken. I'll wipe you out while you eating chicken, buddy. Man, woman, too. Better recognize you chicken eating suckers. That's what you is. You chicken eating suckers to me. about to make chickens go extinct eating so much chicken. Hey, if something happened to chicken, what they gonna do? Hey, what they gonna do? Something happened to chicken, what they gonna do? I ain't playing no games with you. Hey, I bet they done ate chicken at least once this month so far, huh? Hey, I'm being generous when I say that. Suckers. Playing no games with you. Hey, the difference between me and you, I ain't scared to die. And you are. You scared to die. That's why you here. That's the whole reason you even here. Because you scared to die. That's why it looks the way it looks. Because the whole reason you even here because you scared to die. The whole reason I'm in this position because I'm not scared to die. I'm saying everything I want to say. I don't have no fear of your culture. I said just like I want to say it. I hit the sweet spot every time. Suckers, I say whatever I want to say. When you got 44 states with child marriage, what you gonna say, sucker? Oh, you a killer? You a killer in a country with 44 states married children? I turn my back on you while you got a gun. I turn my back on you while you got a gun. Dare you to try to shoot me. You got 44 states with child marriage. I turn my back on you while you got a gun. That's how disrespectful. That's how I violate you. I turn my back on you. Sucker, 7. You ain't gonna be able to even enjoy this money. You ain't even gonna be able to enjoy this money. You think I'm playing, don't you? I ain't playing. See, what you don't realize, you New Yorkers don't realize I'm not from New York. I know you've kind of forgot about it, didn't you? Every once in a while you forget about it. I'm not from here. So how you can say I'm real or fake when you don't know where I come from? You ain't from where I'm from. And what I learned about people that's from out of town, people that's both from out of town, they ain't from the same place. They both think each other is corny. I think you corny too. I think you cornier than me. When you sit up here talking about New York strong and you got the age of consent at 17. New York strong, huh? Hey, you strong for that New York 17-year-old vagina, ain't you? Hey, you New York strong for that, huh? Yeah, you a cornball. You a cornball to me. Yeah. Hey, I guarantee you this. You won't see me inside no 17-year-old vagina. How about that? Why New York is embracing it fully. Well, you don't hear no New Yorkers protesting about it, do you? That's a 7, Al. Hey, where are the New York protesters? Protesting about the age of consent at 17 in New York. You don't see them, do you? Oh, so y'all cool with it. You gotta be cool with it. You ain't saying nothing. That's the difference between me and you. See, I pull up for real. You up here talking about pedophiles, and none of y'all the whole 5 boroughs ain't protesting about it. Y'all ain't saying nothing about it. And for all you Wu-Tang fans, yeah, I've been meaning to get to you. It ain't Wu-Tang's fault. It's your fault. You up there talking about Wu-Tang is for the kids. Everybody know Wu-Tang music ain't for no kids. You took it literal with your retarded self. Now you flaunting that around the people you think is pedophiles. That's a 7. Wu-Tang's for the kids. Wu-Tang is not for no kids, you idiot. You took what was said too literal. In that case, it was not literal. Well, how literal could it be? When they still ain't saying nothing about the age of consent either. That's a 7, Al. Well, Wu-Tang ain't said nothing about it, have they? If Wu-Tang is for the kids, why haven't they protest about the age of consent at 17 in the state of New York? Where they from? Oh, you mad at me? I can't be 100? We all men, right? So you shouldn't have no problem with me saying something that is not violating you and your personal, who you are as a person, I guess you could say. In other words, it ain't even really nothing personal. The bottom line is, everybody talking about Wu-Tang is for the kids. And you know that's far from the truth. That's for the Wu-Tang fans. Like I said, I don't blame Wu-Tang for saying for that. Because ODB said it, and y'all took and ran with it. And didn't make sense with it. That's a 7 hour. It's the fans' problem. It's the fans' fault. You running around talking about Wu-Tang for the kids with your retarded self, and you don't even know what it meant. Because you know that music is not. Is it? Okay, it's not. Okay? But yet, Wu-Tang for the kids. When the age of consent in the state of New York has not been protested by Wu-Tang. Hasn't been protested, have it? Well, if you was for the kids, you would have protested that like I'm doing. So who's really for the kids? Yeah, the one you love to hate. The one you love to hate. That's really who for the kids. While you sitting up with the age of consent at 18 and 40, under 18 and 40 states, with 44 states with child marriage, who's really for the kids? Oh, some prisoners locked up. Well, they obviously are not for the kids because they're not a good example of what to be now, are they? So who's really for the kids? I'm not a part of religion. I'm a part of God. In other words, I'm a part of God's family. You can't say the religious people are part of the for the kids. Look at all the stuff that's been going on. I wouldn't let my child step in the Catholic Church if almost my life depended on it. Because if anybody had touched my kid, I'm killing everybody in there. I'm sorry to tell you. If somebody touched my child in the Catholic Church, I'm coming back, buddy. And it ain't gonna be. Listen, somebody's going to heaven. Somebody's going to hell. Definitely ain't going to heaven. Hey, it is what it is, ain't it? I would never let my child step in no Catholic church. And if you do, after all they done, something's wrong with you now, isn't it? What you gonna say? I'm wrong? Oh, I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You ain't doing that for me. Yeah. And meanwhile, you putting your children in Catholic church. That part. Where they got a known reputation for messing with children. Not the Christians, the Catholics. Ow. Yeah, I know you try to throw us in that same pot, but it ain't the truth. It's the Catholics. And like I said, if somebody had harmed my child from the Catholic community, that person dies. I'm sorry to tell you. They're good as gone. While you sitting up here not worried about it. While they still living. Now, I'm not saying you go do something. Because me and you are two different individuals. Although you think you me. Yeah, I'm who you want to be. I'm who you want to be. You ain't me. If you was me, you'd be doing the same thing, wouldn't you? I'm telling you at the same time, Wu-Tang ain't told nothing about the children, ain't doing nothing for the children. And the Catholic Church, you still sending your children to Catholic churches talking about pedophiles. Oh, I guess you're just turning over a new leaf, hoping the world will change. Waiting on the world to change. Sending your children to Catholic Church, trying to coexist. We're going to change the world, hold hand in hand. Not me and them. Oh, I know. You don't know when to tell certain institutions to step off. You should have been told them to step off. They should have been shut. They shouldn't have nothing going on in this country now, should they? That's a 7. Not here. Not here in America. Maybe somewhere else. The Catholics somewhere else. But here, they shouldn't have anything going on. But they got it going on, don't they? Literally. Y'all a joke, man. You're funny to me. You have no reputation with me. So I don't know why you checking me out. Why you checking me out for? Yo, go check your country out. Everything's falling. Every institution falling. I'm a real Christian, but I don't associate myself with really any church here in America. I support ministries here, but in my situation, I'm not in the vicinity of the ministries that I support. Yeah, that explains my situation. What's your situation? Okay, so that's the difference between me and you. I'm spiritual, and you're religious. And that's why you can't win. See, you thought I was religious. I ain't never told you that, have I? Have I ever said I was religious? Have I ever been considered religious? When stuff is happening to you in real time for playing with me, have I ever been considered religious? I've been considered spiritual, haven't I? Okay, let's get it right. Let's get it right. I am not religious. I am spiritual. That's why everybody's losing. Yeah, you thought I was religious and you can wash me up real quick. How about now? That's what I like to ask my enemies. How about now? That's my own little saying I like to say when I'm finished with them. How about now? Yeah, you should have knew a Christian was going to come up like this in the last days where they playing games. Oh, you thought we was going to stay soft? Man, that's what I call soft. God ain't got nothing to do with it. Jesus Christ came into the house of prayer doing what? What did Jesus come and do in the house of prayer? Throwing over everything, moving everything around, regulating. That's what Jesus Christ did. Taking the whippings and taking all the merchants and driving them out of the house of God. See, you soft. Jesus Christ ain't. And he ain't got nothing to do with your softness. You can't say it's Jesus. You can't say when Jesus done drove, I can show you scriptures where Jesus drove the merchants out of the house of God physically. That's what Jesus did. Well, he couldn't be a coward. These merchants had money. They could have put money on his head. Oh, you ain't think about that part, did you? Jesus wasn't worried about nobody putting money on his head, and I ain't worried about it either. You think I'm worried about you putting money on my head? When you got 44 states married children, you think I'm worried about you putting money on my head? That's why you can't do it, because I got your life gripped with the truth. You can't even do nothing because you too gripped by the truth. The truth is you slipping. You slipping hard. You slipping real hard. Police included. How you a police and you working for a country that got 44 states for child marriage? Oh, you law enforcement. That's what you call yourself now. Law enforcement. That part. Oh, that's the futuristic version of saying police. You law enforcement now. Oh, you law enforcement. Well, you know 44 states got child marriage. Why you law enforcement? Huh? You should quit today, not tomorrow. Oh, I know you thought about quitting when you heard about this. You thought about quitting when you get close to retirement. No. You got to quit now. Oh, if you real, you don't impress me because you listen to hip hop. Because they fake. Most of them fake. You as a police know this. How you gonna be talking about all the crimes you do on the record? On the record. What criminals do that? That's the opposite of what criminals do. They don't talk on records. But you think you down with me because you listen to a little hip hop. That's what's happening. When they incriminate themselves all the time. Hey, well, they done start making laws now where they finna start taking those them lyrics to court. Oh, you thought it was a game. You thought I was trying to be cute. They're starting to take records, rap records, to court. Oh yeah, go check it out. Go Google it. Yeah. And you call them thugs. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. I ain't infatuated with being a thug anymore anyway. You know what I'm infatuated with? You know what I want to emulate the most? Being like Jesus Christ. Throwing these crazy people out the house of God. Being a revolutionary. That's what I being like a Malcolm X. Martin Luther King Jr. That's what I aspire to be like. Because that's what's changing everything. Jesus and the likes of revolutionaries. These rappers are not changing anything. They're just, most of them are fleecing the community. You know what fleecing means? Fleecing is the act when someone takes and removes the wool off of a sheep. They take the most valuable part off the sheep, which is the wool. That's called fleecing. Fleecing for ignorant people. You're being fleeced. You see them doing anything for your community? Besides fleecing you. Yeah, you're pathetic to me. Why you can't find any fault in me? Uh-huh. Yeah,